Let's have a look at a case where the travel allowance formed part of the remuneration package earned in a foreign country while working in the foreign country for more than the 117-day rule period. In the itemized grid, we can see that the foreign salary was 1.2 million and an amount of 300,000 Rand was also received as a foreign travel allowance. Now, the taxpayer may be entitled to a claim against the travel allowance, but SARS says, is this fair? After all, the exemption has reduced the remuneration for tax, so surely the travel claim should be adjusted. What SARS does is, SARS works out what portion of the exemption would apply to the foreign travel allowance compared to the total foreign remuneration. In our example, SARS says that the 300,000 Rand travel allowance is 1/5 of the total 1.5 million foreign remuneration, so 1/5 of the 1.25 million exemption applies to the foreign travel allowance. 1/5 of the 1.25 million exemption is 250,000 Rand, which means that 250,000 Rand of the 300,000 foreign travel allowance is exempt, and the remaining 50,000 can be used as travel allowance received in the calculation of a claim against foreign allowance travel. If I bring over the travel claim calculator, you can see at the top of the screen up here it says only 50,000 Rand of foreign travel allowance allowed, so we can only enter 50,000 Rand here for allowance received. Now, in this example, what I've done here is I've changed the foreign salary to 600,000 Rand, and I've left the foreign travel allowance at 300, so our total income is 900,000 Rand. The exemption still applies because this taxpayer worked out of the country for more than the 183-day period, but you can see the total remuneration is 900,000, which is far less than the 1.25 million. So the entire amount of remuneration, travel allowance, salary, everything is swallowed up by the exemption amount. Because all of the travel allowance is exempted, you can see on the travel allowance claim screen, it warns us that no travel allowance claim can be allowed. Now, I've indicated that the exemption does not apply, so the entire 900,000 earned offshore is taxable in South Africa. And if we look at the travel claim calculator, it's telling us now that the entire 300,000 Rand of foreign travel allowance is allowed.